It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So I'm live on location in Las Vegas, Nevada at Arizona Charlie's Boulder, room 1701. I played the parking space lottery, and I parked in front of room 1704, so that's a victory in my book. Because the walkway to get to this room, it's the one I would have had to take even if I'd parked in front of this one, so I win. I'll tell you about my first day here in Las Vegas tomorrow. Yesterday was my last day of work before I went on vacation for a day here in Las Vegas, of course. And then I left work and went to work a casino party. It was just a big casino-themed week for me. I worked a casino party for Aces Up at a an old folks home in Menlo Park. And it was just like the one that Abraham Simpson lives in on The Simpsons. It was totally one of those things. And so like you're thinking, so what, was it a bunch of old people playing casino games? Pretty much. It was for residents and their families. And so we had tables with people with oxygen tanks and people that couldn't hear. I dealt craps, and a couple of the shooters were these like 90-year-old women. So they'd shoot the dice and they'd go about 6 inches, and we'd call it. Like, we're going to tell them to throw it all the way down and hit the side and hit the wall. That's rude. So these women were just chucking the dice, a whopping 9 inches sometimes. That was the last time they ever saw anything that was 9 inches. And it was a good time was had by all, but the best part was that none of them knew what was going on, and so if we screwed up, they didn't notice. And you know, we would just tell them what to do, and they would just do it. It was pretty sweet. So it was a pretty easy gig, only 2 hours, because, you know, at 8:30 Matlock comes on, and so everyone's going to want to go and watch that. But I had a really good time, and also I think we met a lot of potential new clients there, because the relatives of the people at the old folks home were impressed with our patience of putting up with old people not knowing how these games go. I was joking that one of them was going to ask where the Chuck-a-Luck game was, or the Sick Bow game was, but none of them ever actually did. But, you know, maybe next time. But good time was had by all, and got out of there and went home and watched the series premiere of Outsourced on NBC. And I'd seen the movie, and I tried to keep my expectations low, because we all know when you base a TV show on a movie, it usually sucks because it's a different type of audience, a more mainstream audience when you have something on television than in a movie. And so what that means is you have to do all the Indian stereotype jokes. So of course they did. And who sponsored Outsourced? Oh, one of the commercials? Why, yes, it was for Metro PCS, as a matter of fact. But I will reserve judgment of the show until I speak with my Indian coworkers. Is that racist? It probably is. I can't make my own opinion of the show until I speak with them? Pretty much. I thought the show wasn't very good, but if my Indian friends like it, then I will like it too. Liberal guilt, that's all it is. But I'll watch it again. I'll keep watching it because it'll be canceled by the end of October anyway. No one's going to want to watch this shit. I'm just curious what jokes remain, because they did every Indian joke in the first episode. There's like nothing left, so it'll be interesting to see. Maybe they just had to get it out of their system and now the show will be good. I don't know. Focuses too much on stupid storylines like the hot blonde chick from Australia who's there, so that way the main character can go pick up on her. Because God forbid he picks up on an Indian chick like in the movie, because that just can't happen on American television. See, like I said, different audience than a movie. Outsourced is pretty much an indie movie anyway, so the people watching that were definitely not in the mainstream. So there you go. And then I went to bed. And then I woke up and I came here and tell you about today tomorrow. That's all the time we have today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.